Get all your Star Wars figs and more at the eBay store Bounty Hunters Guild. Links in the description, check them out. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and I got another action figure review. This time it's on the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series Archive. Luke Skywalker in the Hoth uniform or outfit, and this looks really badass. You know, out of the four, this was the one that I was really looking forward to. I was happy that I was able to find it, and of course, this is kind of a special edition here because this is celebrating the first 50 years of Lucasfilm since they started out in 1971. So, you know, it's 2021 now, so that pretty much makes it 50 years, which is crazy, man. So what they're doing is kind of like the special edition here where they're kind of celebrating some of the characters that inspire, you know, the whole Star Wars universe. And of course, you know, here we got Luke Skywalker, really badass. And of course, this is the archive, you know, series of the Black Series, which is supposed to be kind of a little bit elevated from your regular Black Series figures. You know, the 3D mapping on the face, you know, paint apps, and the the action figure scoping and everything like that. It's supposed to be a little bit elevated than your regular Black Series figures. So here we have Luke Skywalker, and then of course on the back here you do have a nice bio right there of Luke Skywalker, pretty much, you know, giving you a little backstory of Luke Skywalker in the whole, you know, Hoth you know, scene or scenario there. And then of course down here you have the timeline from 50 years, or the first 50 years of Lucasfilms, pretty much starting out in 1971. You have the original trilogy, and then you have pretty much the rest of the sagas all the way till 2021, which is pretty damn insane. So right now this is crazy. I don't know if they're going to continue on you know, producing more figures within this kind of like you know, kind of 50 years Lucasfilm I don't know, variant or hardback variant, you know what I'm saying? So usually the Star Wars Black Series Archive are just pretty much, you know, it's a little bit more plain than this, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the one edition is the text coloring, and then of course the 50 year or the 50 Lucasfilm you know, logo right there. But here he is, man. Really awesome. And like I said, man, this is the one that I was really looking for. I know you got, you know, they always have 4, you know, figures that are coming out within the waves of, you know, the Star Wars Black Series Archive. So there he is, man. He's in the card back, so I'm gonna go ahead, take him out of the card back so we could take a closer look at this awesome action figure. So straight right out of the card back, here we go. We got Luke Skywalker in the Hoth uniform, looking really badass. And look at that, man, soft goods. Look at that. Even though it's just a little piece of cloth right there that's representing his, like, the scarf, whatever, his headscarf. Tail, it still looks pretty damn good. I love it. So that is a nice little addition there. The uniform paint app everything looks pretty damn nice. The mold, the scope of it looks really good, and the holster right here for this pistol is absolutely phenomenal. So let me show you the blaster. And so here is the blaster, as you can see, man. So really nice. You got some silver paint right there at the muzzle. You do have some brown down here at the pistol grip, and then the mold is absolutely nice and everything like that. So holds it pretty well. As you can see right there, he does have his little trigger finger. So slide that in there, and it looks really good. So as you can see, really nice, sits really good. Now the holster is really done nicely. As you can see right here, here is the holster. You do have a strap that has a tiny little peg, so you can kind of like buckle it, and so it's nicely cut up for this blaster. So when I do insert it, let me see if I can get it in there. Bam. So as you can see right there, it has that nice cutout right there for the side scope, or whatever you want to call that. And then of course the muzzle is protruding right there at the bottom of the holster. So that is really nicely done. Really cool. So, and then of course the strap works, and it fits. His lightsaber fell, man, what the hell. So yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about the lightsaber since this thing came out. Okay, so the lightsaber, right? I mean, your typical, you know, Luke Skywalker lightsaber with the blue, you know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy there. But the hilt right here is a little bit different. As you can see right there, it seems like it's unpainted to me. It's just kind of like that gray mold color that it comes out. And then of course they add the paint. Like the little switch right there is not painted. And then of course it's just gray. It's not silver or anything like that. You do have this nice little loop, and of course he does have a little hook right there off to the belt, so you can hook it, which is really nice. One thing, of course, as I have noticed is when I do hook it, it kind of doesn't really sit down, like, you know what I'm saying, doesn't really hang that freely. It's kind of just protruding a little bit at an angle, even though if I do it the other way, it still does the same way. I think it's the hook. I don't think it's the loop, because I tried it with the snow speeder loop, and it works. It hangs really nice. I think it's the hook, like either it was too short or there's just not enough slack there for this loop just to make it hang nicely. So it does protrude a little bit, so not a big deal, but it's just to, you know, let you guys know. Now speaking of this guy right here, so here is the hilt for Luke Skywalker in his snow speeder outfit. Oh yeah, let me show you that trick right here. So as you can see, he does have his little hook right there. So when I do add this you know, lightsaber to it, if I could get it perfectly, bam, so it does hang a little bit more loosely than you know, the Hoth Luke Skywalker. So as you can see right there, so I just wanted to show you guys that. So that's one thing right there. Now with this one right here, where'd you go? Oh, here it is. So as you can see right here, man, look at that. So this one's painted really nicely. As you can see, it's got that nice silver to it. Switches right there painted gold. I mean, it's really done nicely. And then you look at this one and it's just like dull, like it's not even painted. Like this is like an unpainted version, which is kind of weird. So I don't know, but it looks exactly almost the same. I mean, there's subtle differences into this one, which I don't know why there would be differences, because I mean, we're talking about the same saga and everything and the same lightsaber, but as you can see, there is a slight little change to this lightsaber compared to you know, the difference of this guy compared to that guy. So I would expect that an archive figure would be like this, really nicely painted, and then your Black Series regular figure would just be somewhat like this, but I guess not. It's switched, which is kind of weird. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention, which is kind of weird, and I don't know if this is like a variant or whatnot, because I know there's a variant right now with Han Solo in the Hoth uniform where his kind of like his coat or whatnot is brown, and then you have a darker brown. So there are two variants right there. I think the most latest variant with the Black Series that I know of is the Dark Side Rey. With her hilt, she has a bronze one that first came out, and then later on they changed it into a silver one. But this one right here, I don't know if this is unpainted version of it or whatnot, but I did notice that right off, man, right when I took it out of the packaging, I was like, whoa, why is it so gray? Like, it's so dull. But there it is. But he holds it pretty well. That's not an issue. He does hold it really nice. I like to go like this pretty much for me to make it easier, but he does hold it really nice, as you can see right there. So it does look pretty good, but pretty interesting that it is a little bit different. I don't know why, but anywho, so the figure itself is pretty nicely done. You know, paint and everything like that, I don't really see any errors. The face is done really good. He does have these crazy little lines right there. Now I'm not sure if that's really meant to add a little bit more stress to his face, but he does have these kind of like these little scars right here. I don't know if my camera, there you go. So as you can see right there. But overall, I mean, the paint, the scope, everything looks really damn good. Now the articulation is a little bit limited with this guy right here. I would say with the head, he does have a nice rotation. He could look up, he could look down, not a problem. He does have a nice ball joint right there, so you do have that nice joint. Down at the elbow, you do have another nice joint, and then of course he does have a rotation there at the elbow, so not a problem. Down at the hands, that's where it kind of gets a little iffy, because he you know, because these are supposed to be gloves, but he has gloves and he has a joint, hand tilt joint. He doesn't even have that. He just has a rotation, kind of like at the forearm, you know what I'm saying? So not really a lot of articulation there at the hands. That's pretty much all you get, is just a rotation. That's it, not even a hand tilt. So that's a little of a bummer there. Down at the waist though, of course, he does have a rotation. He could arch his back, and then of course he could bend down a little bit. You do have this weird funky gap there, but it's not really too much of a problem. Down at the legs, he has more of a kind of like a swivel joint, not really like a main ball joint, like a shoulder, and then of course at the upper thigh he does have a nice rotation. He is rocking a double knee joint, which is pretty nice, so I love that. So he has a double knee joint, so it's really good for articulation and posing your figs and all that. Then at the ankles he does have that nice little ankle joint, which is really nice because you could get him to you know what I'm saying, like on uneven surfaces it's easy to get him to stand up and everything like that. So overall not too bad. Like it's got some nice details around his belt, you know, the little jacket vest, whatever, looks really good. Pants, the boots, everything looks really nice. Belt, but the only two things for me is just the little hook is a little weird. I think it's a little short, and then of course with the hilt, definitely the snowspeeder Luke Skywalker was done way better. So I would expect that this would have been way better, more primo, for being an archive figure than you know, your regular standard Black Series figure. So but oh yeah, he does have this little comm right there, so that's really nice. So the helmet, or not the helmet, but pretty much his hat is not removable or anything like that. So this is pretty much, I think Han Solo has a pair of goggles that you can actually remove and everything like that, but this is pretty much what you have. You have the two accessories, so you have the lightsaber and then of course you have the blaster. But overall, I mean, I think it's a cool figure. Definitely nice to have another variant of Luke Skywalker in the Black Series. But like I said, man, I think there were just some missed opportunities there, and then like I said with the lightsaber, I just don't know if that's an actual kind of like variant right there, that it's not painted, which is kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, this feels like it's unpainted to me, you know, and it should have been just like this guy right here. This is a really nicely done one, like I said. So oh, he just fell, man. My uneven table, man, really it really sucks. But anywho, that's pretty much it, man. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Overall, I think it's a good figure. Like I said, man, I don't know if this is just me or all of them are like this, but definitely a missed opportunity with the hilt and then the little hook and everything like that. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching, thank you for the support, and I definitely will talk to you guys in the next video.